everyone, Rebecca here from A Priest Crafts. As you've no doubt noticed, I have not been recording in some time. I really love making these videos, but had just found that the overhead of editing and putting them together was taking a little bit too long for me. So I stuck with my blog, which is at osbornefiber.com, which is my primary way of sharing. Now, as you may know, if you read my blog, I have been a member of the woolen spinning community run by my friend Rachel Smith Anderson out in Vancouver. I've been a part of that community for quite some time. And recently she had to step back from some of her content for, work-life balance issues. And I asked her if I could maybe join her in helping her with that community and stepping in front of the camera and providing some content. And so we're going to be working together. So I want to take this moment to tell you what's going on over there so that if you're interested, you can join in. If you are a spinner of any kind, the woolen spinning community is an awesome place to find support, to find lots and lots of learning. And so if you head over there, if you go to welfordpearls.com or patreon.com/welfordpearls, you will find woolen spinning. They're also on Ravelry. There's a great Ravelry group, just woolen, as in the letter N, wool and spinning. That's how you'll find us. There is a ton of free content. Rachel has almost 200 podcast videos. They've been live streamed for some time now. But the way that we keep the lights on and keep this show going is through the Patreon program. If you're not familiar with Patreon, you join and you support a creator for whatever monthly fee that you feel like you can, whether it's $1 a month, $5 a month, $10, $20, $30 a month. And the more you pledge, the more content you get access to. So in the woolen spinning community, if you pledge any amount at all, even $1, you get access to the live streams, to participating live in the live streams, in the chat, which is super fun. And anybody, without being a member, can be posting on Ravelry and chatting it up on there, and can watch the whole history of live streams. The live streams are posted to the public a few days later. If you join for $5 a month, you can join the Slack community, which is where a lot of us just chat it up all the time and get some, are always supporting each other on our journey. Now, the content I'm going to be creating is at a higher level. It's at $20 per month, and it is for the spinner who is either early in their spinning career and really wants to accelerate their learning by focusing in on the basics, on the foundations, or for the intermediate to advanced spinner who wants to dig into those foundations a little bit more to advance their practice. As Rachel's been growing and getting more and more advanced, she's kind of up in the stratosphere, spinning for weaving and spinning on supported spindles and spinning on other fibers. And there are always going to be people in the community who are either new or who just want to stick with that wool spinning that is near and dear to so many of our hearts. So I'm providing content and support and coaching for that level. And I'm doing it in a module format where we're going to be focusing on one topic for a few months at a time. And so that way, if we're covering a topic that's interesting to you, you can jump in for those few months, get a ton out of it, and then if the next topic is not of interest to you, or if you can't support at that tier anymore, then that's no problem at all. We would encourage you to do that. So at the $20 a month level, you'll get access to my new podcast, which is going to be twice a month. It's going to be demos, just like you've seen here, taking you from start to finish on a project. And the second podcast of the month, I'm going to be answering your questions and discussing some of the issues. Our first module is going to be on the topic of sampling. Sampling is really at the heart of intentional spinning. Whenever we find ourselves second guessing or not sure what to do, the answer is always do a sample. So I'm going to be digging into how we sample, why we sample, when, how much, when we don't sample, and how do we measure? All those questions I'm going to be digging into over the next few months. If you want a little more coaching, some direct interaction with me, then there is a $35 a month tier, which will include the podcast, but also we're going to be having 2 Zoom meetings every month. That's a very small group, limited space, and we'll get to talk about your process and your experience, and get some coaching on sampling and other issues with you. And you'll also get a say in what our future content will be. So I thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being a subscriber to this channel, even though I've been quiet for so long. I really appreciate it. I so enjoy making these videos, and because Rachel enjoys editing, this is just the perfect combination for me. So please do head on over there. I'm going to have the links down below in my show notes and on my blog at osbornefiber.com, and you can again find the woolen spinning community at welfordpearls.com and at patreon.com/welfordpearls and at the Ravelry group Wool and Spinning. Thank you and happy spinning. Bless you all.